Welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in Denver to play the Rockies. And coming off the off day, we're going to get the bench guys in the game. And figure out how we want to do this lineup here. Something like that. There we go. Oh. Now we're ready. I don't think we have played the Rockies yet this year, so I think this is going to be a new team, and I probably should have paid attention to their lineup just then, but I didn't really look, so we'll see what this Rockies team looks like. Get a good look at a night game here at Coors Field. And I've got a college reunion to get to here, so we're recording this game at 8 o'clock this morning. I probably should have grabbed a bottle of water to do this. I can already tell my mouth is dry. So we'll just have to suffer through this. Kip Wells going to start off the game for the Rockies. Numbers not great, but we'll see. Kester steps into the box and he immediately puts one foul into the right field seats. And then grounds out to Tulowitzki over at short. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate. And he looks at a strike. And this is going to get into right field for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Chief at the plate. And he looks at strike 1. And grounds this one sharply to Tulowitzki at short. Although he was playing so deep, they're not able to turn the double play. So now it's runner on first, 2 outs. Quinton at the plate, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Almost hits him, 1-1. And that pitch outside, 2-1. Called strike 2. 2-2. Doesn't chase that curveball. Full count, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So no runs to open the game. And the Willie Tavares will lead things off for the Rockies in the bottom half of the inning. You can see the defensive lineup we came up with. And Jonathan will start the game for the Squirrels. And first pitch for Jonathan is off the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. This one fouled, and Martinez is under it, and he catches it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Tulowitzki to the plate. And he looks at strike 1. Pops this one into shallow left center, and that drops in for a hit. So 1 on, 1 out. Todd Helton at the plate. He's batting 300 with almost 300 with 11 home runs. Has an 0-2 count at the moment, though. Oh, my nose just got very runny. Helton pulls that one foul. Still 1-2. And that pitch too high. And gets that fastball by him for the second out. And that'll bring Matt Holliday to the plate. Excuse me. Okay. Holiday comes up with a hit. So that puts runners on first and second. Chet Atkins at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike two. And swing and a miss, strike three. And that will end the first inning. No scores. We go into the second inning. And I just realized I said Chet Atkins. That's obviously not who is at the plate. That is a singer. It's Garrett Atkins. My apologies on that. Anyway, that brings Zach to the plate. He has a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike two. Atkins comes up with it, throws it over for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Miyake to the plate. And first pitch called a strike. Second pitch too low. This one fouled away. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll bring Martinez to the plate. He's been hot lately. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. And he will ground out to Tulowitzki. And that will bring an end to the top of the second. Brown will lead off for the Rockies in the bottom half of the inning. Still scoreless. He looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Telemaco at the plate. You can see from the gray bar in his name, he's a computer-generated draft pick. Pretty decent numbers, though. Batting .223 with 5 home runs here in early June. But he goes down on 3 straight pitches. John Riggins, the catcher, now at the plate. 2 down, and he looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. And fouls that one away. Still 0-2. And grounds this one to third, but just foul. Finally gets him to swing and miss at a kind of wild palm ball, actually, and that will end the second inning. Still scoreless as we move into the third. Phil will lead things off in the third inning. And he looks at strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. And that will get through the left side of the infield for a leadoff single. Jonathan at the plate. And he looks to be swinging, and he does swing and miss. Now he shows bunt. And that bunt will get down. Helton grabs it and tags out Jonathan for the first out, but it does move Phil into scoring position with only 1 out. That'll bring Kester to the plate. He looks at ball 1 and 2. And this one is going to ground through the right side of the infield to put runners on the corners. Still only 1 out. Sweeney at the plate. And he looks at strike one. Grounds at the third. Phil has to stay put. They get the out at second, but not at first. So 2 down now. Still runners on the corners. Chief at the plate, and he is going to ground out to third, and the Rockies get out of the inning. Squirrels get a runner as far as third base, but still nobody has scored today. We go to the bottom of the third, and Wells will lead off the inning. And always a little refreshing to see a pitcher hitting a pitcher average in this game at 0.83. Has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Tavares to the plate. And he fouls that pitch away. And that pitch off the plate. 1-1. Grounds that to short. Kester doesn't have a play, though. I don't know. Joey maybe would have had a prayer on that one, but Kester does nowhere near the arm Joey does. So goes down as an infield hit for Tavares, and that brings Tulowitzki to the plate, and he has a 2-0 count. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And that pitch off the plate. 3-1, runner on first, 1 down. Called strike 2, makes it full. Tavares stays put. Tulowitzki swings and misses. 2 down, Todd Helton at the plate. He struck out swinging his last time up. This one he grounds up the middle. Kester grabs it, but not in time on the throw. Took a big hop over the mound, and that was enough time for Helton to beat that out. So another infield hit puts runners on first and second. Nice diving play by Phil, and he will end the inning. Rockies threaten, but again, they get nothing. So still scoreless after the first third. Quinton will lead off the fourth for the Squirrels. And he hits it into left. Holiday was playing deep and not able to come up and make the play. So leadoff single for Quinton, and that brings Zach to the plate. He looks at ball 1. And he's going to put this one into center field for a base hit. Quinton has to stop at second. So runners on first and second, nobody out after back-to-back leadoff singles. Wild pitch, and that's going to move both runners up a base. So now runners on second and third with nobody out. Miyake has a 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. Loading the bases, maybe not the worst play for the Rockies here. Although that pitch does catch the corner to make it 3-1. Now one catches the outside to make it full. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So now 1 out, runners on second and third. Martinez at the plate. And he looks at strike 1. Infield grounder. Atkins ends up fielding it, and he throws it over to first. But the runners both have to stay put. So it's up to Phil to try to get a run here. He gets it into left field, and Holiday able to come in and make the play at his shoelaces. So again, a major threat from the Squirrels, but no runs. Garrett Atkins is going to lead off the fourth inning for the Rockies. Atkins looks at strike 1, and second pitch too high. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Emil Brown at the plate. And backdoor curve doesn't make it back. And that fastball put into center field for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Telemaco at the plate. And he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Pops that one up. Martinez over and grabs it for the second out of the inning. Still a runner on first. Riggins at the plate. And he swings and misses behind a fastball. Looks at strike 2. And swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll be it for the 4th inning. We're still scoreless, and Jonathan is going to lead things off in the top of the 5th. Jonathan sacrificed his first time up. He'll be swinging away here. Easily our best hitting pitcher, sitting at 200 at the moment. And he fouls that one away. That makes the count 0-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Kester at the plate. He got a single his last time up. Looks at a strike. That pitch iffy, but called a strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate. He got a hit his first time up. Looks at a strike. Looks at another strike. And ground out to third, and the Squirrels go down in order in the top of the 5th. And Kip Wells will lead things off for the Rockies in the bottom half of the inning. Still scoreless, 5 hits apiece for both of the teams. And Wells grounds to first. Sweeney grabs it and steps on the bag himself. Tavares had an infield single his last time up. Looks at strike 1. Looks at ball 1. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And this one ground towards second. And that is over for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Tulowitzki to the plate. He is singled and struck out. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Grounds this to short. Kester picks it up and he throws it over for the last out of the 5th. Still scoreless, we go to the 6th inning, and Chief will lead things off for the Squirrels. He has ground out both times today. And that pitch a little high, I think. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. And that pitch too high. This one lined sharply but foul down the left field line. Makes it 2-2. And this one will be in for a hit into right center. Rolls all the way to the wall. That's going to be a leadoff double for Chief. Thought Tavares might cut that off early, but couldn't get there. Rolls all the way to the wall. Easy stand-up double. And that'll bring Quentin to the plate. And he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses 0-2. Wells starting to tire a bit. This one down the right field line, but curves foul. 0-2, still the count. And that one too low. Quentin lets it go. Swings and misses at that one. Out number 1. That'll bring Zach to the plate. He looks at strike 1. This one ground towards third. Chief has to go back to second. Throw over to first. 2 down now. It'll be up to Miyake to try to drive in the run. And he looks at strike 1. And that fastball too far in. Wells now gassed. 1-2 the count, though. Miyake swings and misses. Wells gets around a leadoff double. We go into the bottom of the sixth. Still no score. Todd Helton will lead off things for the Rockies. And Helton has struck out and singled today. And that curveball not in the zone. Second pitch called a strike, though. 1-1 the count. That fastball in there for another strike. Helton yet to swing the bat. Does swing there, but at a pitch out of the zone, and he comes up empty for strike one. Or strike out number one, sorry. That will bring Matt Holliday to the plate, and he looks at a strike. And that palm ball too far inside. Holliday rather, lines that one sharply down the left field line, and it is foul. 1-2. That palm ball out of the zone makes it 2-2. That pitch fouled away, still 2-2. Hits this one into right center. Miyake not able to track it down. It also rolls to the wall. He's going to try to make this into a triple, and he's going to make it. A one-out triple for Matt Holliday. That brings Garrett Atkins to the plate. Only one out, and he's going to come up with an RBI single. So Rockies take the lead in the bottom of the sixth. Emil Brown at the plate to try to keep the inning going. Looks at strike one. That palm ball off the plate. And that palm ball also not in the zone. 2-1. Goes with the curve that time, but still misses the plate. 3-1. That one in for a strike to make it full. One out, runner on first. And gets a called strike three at the knees. Two down, Telemaco at the plate. Runner still on first. That slider runs too far inside. And that fastball nowhere real close. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss. And a wild pitch. Puts Atkins on second. And this one ground back. Jonathan fields it himself. Throws over, and that ends the inning, but not before the Rockies can take the 1-0 lead. We go into the seventh inning, and Martinez will lead things off for the Squirrels. The Rockies will turn to Fuentes. That's Brian Fuentes, if anybody's curious. Pretty sure it's Brian and not Ryan, but I'm pretty sure it's Brian. Martinez at the plate, and he takes the first pitch, and Telemaco is able to make the play. It looked like it might get down up the middle for a base hit, but no such luck. Phil comes up with another hit, though. That'll bring Jonathan's spot up in the order, and we are going to let Tom take a hack at it. So 1 on, 1 out. Tom at the plate now. Fuentes throws a ball. This one popped up right at the plate. Riggins will field it himself. And that'll bring Kester to the plate. He has singled today. So I think that puts his hitting streak up to 13, if I remember right. Gets another single here into center field. Actually, the ball hit a little more deeply than I thought it was going to be. I thought I might have spoken too soon there for a moment. But it does get down for a hit. Runners on first and second. Sweeney at the plate. Who, if he call, has an 0-2 count. Fouls that one away. And that one called strike three, and that will end the top of the seventh inning. Squirrels nothing. Rockies 1, and it's stretch time in the mountains. Okay, so we move into the bottom of the 7th. Gonzalez will take over. All right, and Riggins will lead things off for the Rockies, and he takes strike one. Puts that one to Kester, and he throws over for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. Fuentes is going to hit for himself, and he takes a ball. And takes another ball. Make it 3-0 on the pitcher. Finally, Gonzalez puts in a strike. This one ground to second. Phil picks it up, throws it over for the second out. That'll bring Tavares to the plate. He has singled today. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. The game, I don't get worried the game had frozen there for a minute. Move into the 8th inning. Still 1-0 Rockies. Chief at the plate. He had a leadoff double his last time up, but we weren't able to push him any further. Has a 1-1 count here. Puts this one up the middle for another base hit. That'll bring Quentin to the plate. He is struck out twice and singled. And he's now batting from the right side. Looks at strike one. Pops this one up. It looks like Tulowitzki's going to field it right in front of second base, and he does. So one down, runner on second. Zach at the plate. Takes a ball. And Zach puts that one into left field, and it is out of here just over the fence for a 2-run homer, and the Squirrels take the lead. Off the bat, I thought that was going to be just a routine fly to left field, but it just kept going until Holiday just ran out of room out there. Only about the second row of the outfield stands, but it counts all the same. So the Squirrels take the lead. And that'll chase Fuentes. They're going to bring Cabrera into pitch now. Fernando Cabrera. And that'll bring Miyake to the plate. He struck out all 3 times so far today. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts for Miyake. Not a great day at the plate. Brings Martinez up with 2 outs. First pitch off the plate. Second pitch called a strike. And this one hit into left field. That'll get in for a hit. Holiday cuts it off, gets it back in, but Martinez is able to stretch that into a double. Well, that'll bring Phil to the plate. Has his average almost up to 250. But he grounds this one. Oh! Should have been an out. Instead, it gets under the glove of Telemaco. And that is an error that leads directly to another run to make it 3-1 Squirrels. So we get a bit of a gift there. That'll bring Marvin in to pinch hit for Gonzalez. Runner on first, 2 outs. Marvin looks at a strike. And he's going to put this one into center field, and that'll drop for a base hit. Puts runners on first and second. Kester at the plate. And that pitch Down and in, 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. Fouls that one away, 1-2. And swing and a miss, and that'll end the 8th inning, but a 3-run inning for the Squirrels to take the lead. We move into the bottom of the 8th. Squirrels 3, Rockies 1. And Tulowitzki will lead off the bottom of the 8th against Hermida, who suddenly has a setup job to do. And first pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch, Tulowitzki gets a hold of, but right to Quinton out in left. So that one down, Helton at the plate. Looks at strike one. Fouls that one away for strike two. And swing and a miss, strike three. That'll bring Holiday to the plate. He is singled and tripled today. Swings and misses at strike one. Grounds this one towards short. Kester grabs it over to first, and that will end the top of the... that'll end the 8th inning altogether. We move into the 9th inning, and Sweeney will lead things off for the Squirrels. First pitch out of the zone. Second pitch in for a strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. And that one off the plate as Cabrera's starting to wipe his brow already. Count runs full. Swing and a miss, strike three. Chief at the plate. He's doubled and singled today. Not enough at-bats for a cycle, I'm sure. Looks at strike one. Gets a hold of this one. And it does get down in front of Emil Brown for another single. That'll bring Quinton to the plate. He takes a big hack but comes up empty. Looks at strike two. Swings and misses at a wild fastball. Strike three. Zach at the plate. Runner on first. 2 outs. Looks at strike one. So Zach got the go-ahead homer his last time up. His second homer of the year. That pitch gets away from Riggins. Moves Chief up to second. Cabrera gasped, but has Zach at a 1-2 count. And this one ground to third. Atkins goes to first with it, and that will end the top of the 9th. Rockies down 2 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Atkins will lead things off for the Rockies in the bottom half of the 9th inning. He had the RBI single his last time up. He will have to deal with Shibuya. All right, first pitch from Shibuya is too far inside. Second pitch fouled away. 1-1 the count. And this one will get in for a hit into left field. Quinton had a bad break on it, but still able to keep it at a single. So leadoff single in the 9th inning. That'll bring Brown to the plate. He swings and misses. This one grounded to second. Phil picks it up, goes to second. Kester to first. In time, double play. So 4-6-3 double play puts a lot different look on this inning than we had just a moment ago. Telemaco, who must be a switch hitter. I think he was hitting right-handed earlier in the game. Now hitting left-handed. He's your final chance for the Rockies. Has a 2-0 count. Fouls that one away to make it 2-1. take strike 2. And he's going to put that into right field for a base hit. 2 down, 1 on. And we've got a pinch runner coming in, Buck, who is an upgrade, certainly, at running from a 5 to a 12. Riggins at the plate has a 2-0 count. And this is going to be a hit into right. Runner has to stay at second. 2 on, 2 out. Pitcher spot up, and we turn to Hamilton. So I'm sure everybody remembers Josh Hamilton. I'm not sure in this game he is quite what he turned out to be. But comes in at a crucial time here. Has an 0-2 count. Grounds this one to second. Phil grabs it, goes to first, and that will end the game. Good game today, but your final score, Indianapolis 3, Colorado Rockies 1. I'll admit, after the Rockies took a lead there in the 6th, I was feeling pretty worried about how this game was going to turn out, but one big inning turned the game around. All right, Zach, your player of the game with the 2-run homer to take the lead. Deserving enough choice. So thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel free. And otherwise, we're back here tomorrow against the Rockies again. We'll see you then.